Start, madam.
Good morning to you all. So let's come back to the same unit, module 3, unit 12. So far we have completed present tense, past tense, and now we have come to future tense. So coming to future tense, again we have four subdivisions like future simple, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. So before we go into what is future simple tense, so what is future simple tense and when do we use future simple tense? So that we have to know. So coming to future simple tense, when do we use future simple tense? So future simple tense, it is used to express futurity. So what is going to happen in future? So what are we going to do? So many a times when people ask us, so what do you want to become? I want to become so and so. I will become, many a times we'll say, I will become an advocate or I will become an IAS. So we reply using future simple tense. So coming to future simple tense, the structure is so as follows: subject plus will or shall followed by V1. So for example, Amrita will complete her first novel next month. So she didn't complete and she will complete her first novel next month. So we are talking about the action that is going to happen in future. And coming to the second sentence, I will conduct a slip test next Thursday. Many a times we teachers, we announce in the classes. So I will conduct a slip test on Monday. So I will conduct a slip test or I will conduct a UT on next Saturday. So when we talk about the action, so that we would like to perform in the near future, we make use of simple future or future simple. And coming to the third sentence, he will buy a car next year. And when we just go and when you go and ask your parents also, I want this and that, they keep on postponing and they'll say, so I will buy next year and I will give you. So no doubt that, so I'll give you, no doubt that I just, so don't give you that, but I will give you, but there is some more time, so you just wait till future comes. So then again they will submit the project report tomorrow. So then again tomorrow. So observe what kinds of adverbs are being given here for the hints. And coming to the fifth sentence, we will serve the poor when we earn enough money. So that means, so we need to earn money, and when we earn enough money, then we will serve the poor. That means we need to wait for some more time in the future. And coming to the sixth sentence, my sister will come from abroad in 2022. So we are talking about the future action. So where is she? She's in abroad. And when does she come? She will come from abroad in 2022. So 2022 refers to near future. So once again, when you talk about future simple tense, so generally we make use of future simple and future continuous tense. And coming to future perfect and future perfect continuous tense, rarely we make use of those tenses. So future simple tense, it is used to express futurity. And what is its structure? Subject plus will or shall plus V1. So how to identify that this sentence is in future simple tense? So we'll get that out. So generally shall and will, these are called modal auxiliary verbs. And we will also be given hints like tomorrow, next Monday, then again next week, next month, next year. So these are the adverbs we commonly find in this tense. So then coming to the next slide. So what are the structures and how to frame an affirmative statement and how to write a negative sentence using future simple tense, and how to frame an interrogative sentence and how to frame a negative interrogative sentence. So let us see. And again coming to subject like first person, second person, third person, we know pretty well. So coming to the first person, I singular, then we plural, then second person you, third person singular, he she it, third person plural they. So coming to the affirmative statement. So how do we write the affirmative statement? I shall work. We shall work. Second person, you will or you shall work. So we can use will or shall. Then third person, he will work. She will work. It will work. And coming to the third person plural, they will work. And coming to the negative form, I shall not work. We shall not work. Then second person, you will not work. And third person, he will not work, she will not work, it will not work, and plural, they will not work. This is how we frame a negative sentence. And coming to interrogative, so nothing but will or shall will be placed before the subject. Shall I work? Shall we work? Then will you work? Will he work? Will she work? Will it work? Will they work? And coming to the negative interrogative, shall I not work? Shall we not work? Or we can also use the contractions like shallen't I work? So shalln't we work? Or shall you not work? Or shalln't you work? Then will he not work? Or will she not work? Will it not work? And plural, will they not work? So this is how we frame affirmative sentence and negative sentence, interrogative sentence and negative interrogative sentence using future simple tense. And what is so future continuous tense? Coming to future continuous tense, this is the second subdivision of future tense. And what is future continuous tense? And when do we use future continuous tense? So that we will see. And future continuous tense. So future continuous tense, it is used to show that something will be happening. Something will be happening at a point of time in future, not now and not in the past. So when we talk about something that has been happening in the past, then we use past continuous tense. And when we talk about an action that is going on at the time of speaking, we use present continuous tense. And when we talk about something that is going to happen at one point of time in future, then we use future continuous tense. Means at so and so point of time, so and so action will be taking place in future. So when we decide and when we set the matters, when we fix the matters, that matter or that action will surely be happening at one point of time in the future, then we use future continuous tense. And how is it, how to write its structure? Then again subject, then will or shall, then here be plus V1 plus ing, which is called V4 or present participle. So for example, we will be attending a wedding ceremony tomorrow at this time. For example, if we try with present continuous tense, just to make you all understanding, let me take the same sentence and let me distinguish how to make use of the same sentence, then again using present continuous, past continuous and future continuous tense to have a clear-cut picture or to have a clear idea on this. For example, if I take the same sentence for present continuous tense, we are attending a wedding now. So that means now will help us to understand that this action is connected to the present action. So we are attending a wedding now. Coming to past continuous tense, how to distinguish? So we were attending a wedding yesterday at this time. So that means that hint will be given. So be alert and pay attention. So we were attending a wedding yesterday at this time. But if I have to talk about some action, so that will be happening in future, then I will say we will be attending a wedding. So far this action has not taken place. We are planning. So tomorrow at this time, what will be happening? We will be attending a wedding ceremony tomorrow at this time. And if we will all be celebrating Pongal festival. So that means we will all be making so many arrangements to celebrate Pongal festival tomorrow at this time. That's the example that you can take from the real-time picture. So then coming to the second sentence, we will be enjoying a tourist trip next year at this time. That means next year at this time, one action at one point of time in the future is happening, is going to take place. Then we use future continuous tense. And again, as tomorrow is a holiday, they will be playing at this time. We can't stop the children. So tomorrow is a holiday. So as tomorrow is a holiday, so what will the children do? They will be playing at this time. They will not stay indoors. So future simple is not possible. So they will be playing future continuous tense. They will put into action. And coming to the fourth sentence, they will be going abroad next week at this time. So they will be going abroad, that means they will be in the journey. They'll be going abroad next week at this time. So that is how we use future continuous tense. And how to use future continuous tense. Then again, coming to the structures, we have affirmative, negative, interrogative, negative interrogative. Then again, we know pretty well again and again, like first person, second person, third person. So then again, first person, I will be working. So here, sorry, I missed. So we will be working. Coming to first person plural, we will be working. Second person, you will be working. Then third person, he will be working, she will be working. it will be working. Plural, they will be working. And how to write a negative sentence? I will not be working. You will not be working. Then first person plural also, we will not be working. Second person, you will not be working. Third person, he will not be working. She will not be working. It will not be working. They will not be working. The only thing that we are doing here is adding not to make it negative sentence. And coming to the interrogative, will or shall plus subject plus be plus V4. That means, will I be working? Will you be working? Will he be working? Will she be working? Will it be working? Will they be working? That is the interrogative sentence. We are just framing a question. And how to frame the negative interrogative? Negative interrogative, will I not be working? So will you not be working? Will he not be working? Will she not be working? Or won't she be working? Won't it be working? So won't they be working? That is how you frame affirmative, negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative. And coming to future perfect. What is future perfect tense? And when do we use future perfect tense? So future perfect tense, it is used to show that something will have happened before another point of time, another point of future time. So it seems to be a little typical, but so it's easy when you put your efforts to understand it. Future perfect means by so and so point of time. So in future, so and so action will surely come to an end. So future perfect tense, it is used to show that something will have happened before another point of future time. So how to identify, how to understand? Usually a time expression with by means that is the deadline. So by that time, so and so action will surely come to an end. That will be done. So a time expression with by, that means here. So when we just go to the examples, then we will understand in detail. So for example, so how to write and what is its structure? So then again, subject after subject. So shall or will plus have plus V3. What is V3? Past participle. So coming to the examples, he will have signed the document by next May. Means no more delay. By next May, so when you come and check, so that action will have been completed without any doubt. So he will have signed the document by next May, no more delay. Then second one, they will have completed the construction by 2021 August. By 2021 August, so the construction of the building will surely be over. So that the certainty of the completion of so and so action could be expressed using future perfect. So the certainty of the completion of a particular action would be expressed using future perfect tense. So then coming to third sentence, they will have bought a car by 2022. And for example, if you take one more live example, by 2022 March, so we will have completed our intermediate. You can say we will have completed our intermediate by 2022 March. That also you can say that you can express using future perfect tense. And coming to the fourth one, the workshop for teachers will have been completed by next week. And after next week, it will not be there. Then fifth sentence, she will have returned from the US by 2023 May. In this way, so here when you check all the sentences, see, usually a time expression with by is used. See, after by, next May, by 2021 August, time expression, by 2022, then again time expression, by next week, time expression. So by 2023 May, then again you have the time expression. So that will help you to understand that this sentence belongs to future perfect tense. And how to use future perfect tense? Then again, so we have come back to the same affirmative, negative, interrogative, then again negative, interrogative. So then again, will or shall plus have plus V3. We know that in any perfect tense, then again we'll have a thorough revision when we go to the next additional exercises that we are going to do in this session. So we have to revise all the three tenses. So along with all the four subdivisions once again. So in any perfect tense, we know pretty well that along with the be form, we should have past participle. In any continuous tenses, we will have the V4, the present participle. So remember, in continuous forms, present participle. In perfect forms, past participle. So that we must remember. So coming to the affirmative statements. So I will have worked. This is future perfect. So will or shall plus have plus V3. I will have worked. Then plural form of I, we. So first plural form of first person we. So we will have worked. Then second person you will have worked. And third person singular he will have worked. She will have worked. It will have worked. And plural they will have worked. And coming to the negative form, I will not have worked. You will not have worked. He will not have worked. She will not have worked. It will not have worked. They will not have worked. That is plural. Then again, interrogative. How to frame a question? Will I have worked? Will we have worked? Will you have worked? Will he have worked? Will she have worked? Will it have worked? Will they have worked? Then coming to negative interrogative. So won't I have worked or will I not have worked? Will we not have worked? Will you not have worked? Will he not have worked? Will she not have worked? Will it have not worked? Will it have not completed? So I have taken completed here the verb. So will they have not completed? So you can frame. So with any example in that way. And what is future perfect continuous tense? And when do we use future perfect continuous tense? So just to have an idea, so if we need not go so serious about these, because future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense we rarely use in our day-to-day speech, but let us have a minimum understanding of these two. So future perfect continuous tense, then again we know in any perfect continuous tense, so this has or have plus been plus v1 plus ing will be there in present perfect continuous tense. Coming to past perfect continuous tense, no has or have, but had plus been plus V1 plus ing. And future perfect continuous tense. So along with the be form, will or shall, have plus been plus V1 plus ing. Then, so how to use this future perfect continuous tense and when to use this future perfect continuous tense? So the future perfect continuous tense, it is used to show that something begins to happen in the past or future and it will be in progress till when? At a point of future time. So once again, so the future perfect continuous tense, it is used to show that something begins to happen. So that might have begun last month or yesterday, we don't know. But something begins to happen in the past or future, or it may also begin in future. But we mean to say that it will be in progress at a point of future time. It will be going on and on. When we refer to one future time, when we use the sentence with reference to some future time, it will be going on. So it will not come to an end. So for example, they will have been traveling for 26 hours in the train when they reach Varanasi. By the time they reach Varanasi, they will have been traveling. They didn't reach Varanasi. They will have been traveling for 26 hours in the train when they reach Varanasi. So sometimes when they give you future perfect continuous tense, we can also come across the reference to present simple tense. Hardly they give. And coming to some more examples, they will have been constructing the building for 5 years by 2022 April. So that action will be going on, and that will be in progress. So by 2022, 5 years. So for 5 years, it will be going on. So they will have been constructing the building for 5 years by 2022 April. She will have been working in the school for 10 years when she retires from the school. They will have been living in that house for 8 years when I go to meet them next year. Then how to use future perfect continuous tense structure. Then again, will or shall plus have plus been plus V4. So coming to first person, then again first person singular I and plural we. So you can write the plural structure like I will have been working, we will have been working. Then coming to second person, you will have been working. Third person, he will have been working, she will have been working, it will have been working. Plural, they will have been working. And coming to negative, I will not have been working, you will not have been working, he will not have been working, she will not have been working, it will not have been working, they will not have been working. And how to frame an interrogative sentence? Will I have been working? Will you have been working? Coming to first person plural. So will we have been working? Second person, will you have been working? Will he have been working? Will she have been working? Will it have been working? Will they have been working? So coming to negative interrogative, will I not have been working? Or so won't you? So won't you not have been? Won't you have been working? Or coming to third person singular, will he not have been working? or won't she have been working, won't it have been working, won't they have been working. In that way we frame the negative interrogative. And now we have come to filling the blanks with the simple future or future simple, the future continuous or the future perfect or the future perfect continuous forms of the verbs. So listen attentively and look at the sentences carefully and try to answer these sentences. So Telangana in bracket become a developed state in 2 years. So Telangana will become, these are your textual exercises. So Telangana will become, so we are talking about the future action. Telangana will become a developed state in 2 years. So it takes another 2 years. So by the time they have given the sentence, then the umpire, so resolve in bracket, resolve the controversy within a few minutes, will resolve. The umpire will resolve the controversy within a few minutes. And third sentence, at this point of time tomorrow. At this point of time tomorrow means so and so action will be going on. So at this point of time tomorrow, the children will be watching a cartoon film. Will be watching a cartoon film. Then coming to the fourth one, by next week. Then future perfect. Will you have solved all these problems by next week? So after by, we have the reference to time. So the time expression is there. So will you have solved all these problems by next week? Then coming to the fifth one, if we follow APJ Kalam's advice, India will soon become a superpower. See, this is the if conditional clause that we will see a little later in the next slides. So if clause, so if we follow APJ Kalam's advice, India will soon become a superpower. Then the sixth one, he in bracket do this job for 2 years by next year. He will have been doing this job for 2 years by next year. He will have been doing this job for 2 years. Reference to for, so helps you to indicate or to express that this sentence is in future perfect continuous tense. So he will have been doing this job for 2 years by next year. Then coming to fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of the verbs given in brackets. Then these are also your textual exercises. So Gandhi in bracket influenced the verb by the writings of Tolstoy. So Gandhi. So sometimes the verb also can occur in passive form. Not all the time the verbs will be in active form. So when the verbs occur in passive form, so we can call it passive voice. So Gandhi. So here this is past simple. So Gandhi was influenced because it is the past completed action. So Gandhi was influenced by the writings of Tolstoy. And Rohit Sharma for 2 hours when rain interrupted the match. When rain interrupted, you can also identify, you can recognize interrupted means simple, past simple. This is the V2 form of the verb. So the reference to past form of the verb has been given. So for is given. That means with reference to past simple, here we can use past perfect continuous tense. Rohit Sharma had been batting for 2 hours when the rain interrupted the match. Then the third one, the meeting, so in brackets, start by 10 a.m. tomorrow. The meeting will start by 10 a.m. tomorrow, the future action. Then fourth one, usually my father. Usually, where did we learn usually? In present simple tense. Usually, generally, always, never, regularly, at present, at this moment. So all those occur like often, seldom, rarely. All those adverbs occur in present simple tense. So usually it refers to present simple tense. So usually my father. So what do we write? Takes. Why? Because why should we add s? Because the subject is singular. This is the third person singular. So the subject is the third person singular. So when the subject is singular, then we have to add s or es that we learned in present simple tense. So usually my father takes rice for lunch, but now. So where did we learn now? So now that adverb we come across in present continuous tense. So but now, then again the subject is he, third person singular. So as the subject is the third person singular, which be form do we take? Is or am or are? Is. So but now he is. And how to write present continuous form? Is or am or are plus V4, present participle, V1 plus ing. But now he is taking chapatis. So once again, let us look at the sentence. Usually, my father takes rice for lunch, but now he is taking chapatis. Then fifth one, Telugu. Telugu in brackets speak in two states. So we can't say Telugu speak. Telugu doesn't speak. So then again you can understand that the verb is in passive form here. Telugu is spoken in two states. Telugu is, then again to, so convert it into passive voice. So Telugu, that is the subject singular. So with singular subject we add, we use the be form is. Then V3 form of the verb given in brackets. That is how we frame the passive voice. So Telugu is spoken in two states. And coming to the sixth sentence, Mary, so her in bracket ate her supper by 7 p.m. That is the future action. So very near future. Mary will eat her supper by 7 p.m. Then again, don't talk. Then again, don't disturb, don't talk. Those expressions also we come across in present continuous tense. So don't talk. What's happening? The child is sleeping. Then again, the child means subject singular. So with subject singular, we use the be form is. Then again, we add ing to the verb that is given in bracket. Don't talk. The child is sleeping. Then let us walk fast. We must reach home before it gets dark. Then again, it subject singular. Third person singular, before it gets dark. And if I, then again, unfulfilled condition. Then again, when we talk about the unfulfilled conditions, we know that it should be followed by were. Yesterday, we saw some of the examples. If I were a bird, I would fly high in the sky. If I were a bird, if I were the chief minister, if I were so and so, if I were a king. So when we talk about the unfulfilled conditions, then we can use if I were, we should use. Then this also belongs to if clause. Then coming to the 10th sentence, it's time. This expression should be followed by V2. It's time we started working hard. It's time they left. So it's time. So it should be followed by V2. It's time we started working hard. Then the 11th one, I return in bracket return the novel as soon as I finish it. I shall return the novel as soon as I finish it. I shall return the novel as soon as I finish it. And coming to the 12th one, then again, if clause that we will see in the next slides. If I were you, that means if clause is in past simple tense. So if the if clause is in past simple tense, we should add could or should or might or would plus V1. If I were you, I would construct an independent house. So if I were you, I would construct an independent house. That should be the answer. And coming to the 13th sentence, don't get off the train till it stops. Don't get off. Don't, do or does. So we get in present simple tense. So don't get off the train till it stops. It again, so subject singular. So we are adding s to the verb given in the bracket. Then again, 14th sentence, listen. Listen is the adverb, or listen is the expression that we find in present continuous tense. So listen, somebody, then again somebody, subject singular. So is, the be form is comes, then again ing to the verb given in bracket, screaming. Listen, somebody is screaming. Then 15th sentence, a parrot. Say a parrot, it's a general statement. A parrot repeats our words as soon as it listens to us. It's a common thing. A parrot repeats our words as soon as it listens to us. Then 16th one, Vinay in bracket lose the job last year. Last year is the hint that we are getting here. So which shows that this sentence belongs to past simple. Last year, yesterday, ago. So a moment ago, a month ago, all those we find in so past simple. So last Vinay lost the job last year because of his misbehavior. Then Dhirubhai Ambani, so in bracket not comma, live in a luxurious house even when he was a famous industrialist. Then again we are talking about a past action. So where we use Dhirubhai Ambani did not live in a luxurious house even when he was a famous industrialist. Then 18th sentence. So do we have any clue here? Yes, daily is the clue that has been given in the sentence. So there is a blank, he, then again blank, in bracket the verb play is given, tennis daily. Then does he play tennis daily? Does he play tennis daily? Because so with the subject singular, with the third person singular, we use does. Then again we learned in present simple tense that when the subject is singular, we use does. And when we use when we write a negative sentence after does, so we don't again add s or es to the verb. So after does, so we add V1. So does he play tennis daily? Then coming to the 19th one, while I in bracket teach grammar, a student raised a doubt. Then again, raised, when you look at the verb, it's indicating that it belongs to past simple tense. So while, so when this action took place, some action in the past was going on. So the continuous action would be expressed in past continuous. So while I was teaching grammar, a student raised a doubt. And coming to the 20th sentence, a philanthropist in bracket think about the welfare of others. It's a general saying. A philanthropist thinks about the welfare of others. So a philanthropist means subject singular. Then again third person singular. So for singular subject, so we add s or es to the verb that is given in the bracket. So a philanthropist thinks. See, so while I was teaching, then again does here, does he play tennis? Then again Dhirubhai Ambani did not live. When I lost the job, a parrot repeats our words, listen. So that is the so expression that we find in present continuous tense. So somebody, then again singular. So he's screaming, don't get off the train till it stops. So if I were you, I would construct. I shall return the novel as soon as I complete. So as soon as I complete it, it's time we started working hard. This is how we answer. And coming to the next one, so mothers always. So look at the subject, mothers. So that is the plural. That is the plural subject. So mothers always love children unconditionally. Do we use love or loves? If the subject is singular, we can go with loves. If the sentence is given like mother always, then loves. But here mothers, the subject is given plural. So mothers always love children unconditionally. Then children means plural. So how to frame an interrogative sentence? Do children respond in the same way? With the plural subject, do we use do children or does children? Do children. With the plural subject, we use do. Do children respond in the same way? Then again, you. Even with you also, do we use do or does? Do only. So how do you treat your mother in her old age? Once again, let's repeat the sentence. Mothers always love children unconditionally. Do children respond in the same way? How do you treat your mother in her old age? Then coming to the next one, look. So even this expression also we find in present continuous tense. So look, the bird, then again the bird, subject singular. So is, then adding ing to the verb given in brackets. The bird is flying. Then coming to the 23rd one, Suresh ran to the station. Suresh ran to the station, completed action. But the train, that means some other action also took place in the past. But so here we are talking about two completed actions. First completed action, next completed action. I think we learned it yesterday, right? So first completed action should be expressed in past perfect and the later completed action in simple past. So Suresh ran to the station, but the train had left. So all the members of that committee, so in bracket B form, all the members, subject plural, all the members of that committee is educated or are educated or educated persons. Then again, the unfulfilled condition, the 25th sentence. If I were a bird, I would fly. If I were a bird, I would fly. The unfulfilled condition, or you can also call it imaginary condition. So coming to the 26th one, these are all the sentences so that are based on the if conditional clause. So once again, we are going to revise these sentences. So next sentence, if you were a minister, if you were a minister, you could serve the poor. Then we will be given a chance. So if you were a minister, you could serve the poor. So if I'm invited, so better we'll just do these sentences or this exercise after we get to know about what is if conditional clause. Okay, so the conditional sentences. So coming to the so conditional sentences, we have three kinds. Each has a tense pattern of its own. Okay, open condition or the probable condition. There is a possibility. See, we just find so three types of conditional sentences. In the first condition, so we can find some reality, and if we just put our efforts, so something may surely be achieved by us. And coming to the second one, improbable condition or imaginary condition. So there is no scope for making it possible. And coming to the third one, unfulfilled condition. So that's possible only in the imagination, unfulfilled condition. So that will not happen. So coming to the open condition. So if clause. So here we find if clause and the main clause. And if clause, if you look at the if clause, if you study well. So if clause is given here with present simple tense. So this you have to make note of. If clause is given with present simple tense. So if you study well, so when the if clause is found with present simple tense, we will get future simple in the main clause. So if the if clause is in present simple tense, in the main clause we will get future simple. So if you study well, you will get good marks. If you get a holiday for tomorrow, you can play or you can prepare for your examinations which are approaching. Okay. And second sentence, if it rains, I shall postpone my journey. That means if it rains, I shall postpone my journey. And if you don't complete the work in time, the teacher will punish you. This is an open condition, probable, the possible condition. And if you call her, she may come. And in every sentence, in each sentence, you find a possibility. And coming to the second condition, the improbable or the imaginary condition. Here you find the if clause with past simple, and in the main clause we get should or would or could or might plus V1. Like if he worked hard, see, it is with past simple. Then in the main clause we get should or would or could or might plus V1. If he worked hard, he would get good marks. If she invited me, I would attend the party. If we flew, we could arrive in time. If I were you, I would write beautiful poetry. Then the next, the third type, kind of conditional sentence, that is the unfulfilled condition. If clause with past perfect tense. If he had studied hard, that didn't happen. So if he had studied hard, he would have passed. In the main clause, should or would or could or might plus have plus past participle. So if he had studied hard, he would have passed the exam. If they had invented the vaccine for COVID-19, we would have attended the offline classes. If I had known the address, I would have met him. If I had eaten well, I wouldn't have fallen sick. And coming to exercise 1. So if he had not taken a taxi, if clause is found with past perfect. So if he had not taken a taxi, he would have missed the train. If you go now, open condition, you can catch the train. If I'm invited, then if clause is found in present simple. If I'm invited, I will attend the function. If she knew the answer, if clause is found with past simple, she would respond to the teacher, or she could respond to the teacher. If I were a rich man, I could buy a villa in a gated community. Then again, if clause is found in past simple, where we would get would or could or should or might plus V1. And sixth one, if she had started the classes a little earlier, she could have completed the portion. If clause is found with past perfect. If it is found in past perfect, in the main clause we get would or could or should or might plus have plus V3. And coming to the correction of sentences. So rewrite the following sentences, correcting the underlined part. So this has to be taken so carefully. So, and in the final examinations, you have to correct the underlined part and you have to rewrite the sentence. And if you don't rewrite the sentence, if you write only the correct part of the underlined word, you will not be given mark. They are going to view it strictly. So you have to correct the underlined part and you have to rewrite the sentence. So he is doing homework since 8 o'clock. So he is doing since 8 o'clock. Since refers to point of time. So point of time, and it refers to present perfect continuous tense. So he has been doing homework since 8 o'clock. Then if they are going out, that means the underlined part, there is some error in the underlined part. If they are going out, we will follow them. So main clause is in future simple. So if they go out, when the main clause is in future simple, if clause should be in present simple. If they go out, we will follow them. If you will depend on others for everything, you will not learn. Main clause is in future simple. So here, if you depend on others, that is present simple. If you depend on others for everything, you will not learn anything. And coming to the fourth sentence, if you have helped your mother, she would have felt happy. Then again, would or could or should or might plus have plus V3 means if clause should be in past perfect tense. If you had helped your mother, she would have felt happy. Then again, he is trying for a job since last year. He is trying for a job since last year. So means the trials are going on. So he has been trying for a job. So when you find a reference to since or for, it refers to present perfect continuous. Then Mukesh Ambani has constructed the world's costliest house 4 years ago, once upon a time ago, a minute ago. So that refers to past simple. Mukesh Ambani constructed the world's costliest house 4 years ago. Then he has returned from Dubai a month ago. Ago refers to past simple. So he returned from Dubai. He is not having any cash, not having. The verbs of position should not be used in continuous form. We learned in present continuous tense. So he doesn't have any cash. Then I'm knowing them for the last 3 years. We should not use even the verb know in continuous form. Then it will be unacceptable. So I know them. So for the last 3 years, is he remembering or help? Is he remembering? Remember also the word should not be used in continuous form. Does he remember or help? Then I know them for the last many years. Perfect statement, perfect tense. So I have known them for the last many years. Then he is not remembering numbers. Then again, remember should not be used in continuous form. He doesn't remember numbers. Then why is she hating classical music? Hate verb also should not be used in continuous form. So why does she hate classical music? To frame an interrogative sentence, do or does. So why does she? So she, subject singular. So does. Why does she hate classical music? Then coming to the 14th one, it is raining since yesterday. Continuous action. It has been raining since yesterday. It began, it's going on. When he was trying to explain the problem, his friends disturbs. Already when he was trying. So when there was past continuous, there is no chance to get present simple in the same sentence. So when he was trying to explain the problem, past simple should occur. His friends disturbed him. Then coming to the 16th one, they are staying in the same flat for the last many years. For the last many years, they have been staying. So since or for, present perfect continuous tense. They have moved to the new house last week. Last week refers to past simple. So they moved to the new house last week. Then again, he is having. So the verb have should also not occur in present continuous form. He has many imported clothes. Then if I will stand, so if clause will not be in future simple. If clause will be in so present simple or past simple or past perfect. It will not be in so future simple. So if I stand on my legs, my parents will feel happy because the main clause is in future simple. So here we should get present simple. And if you consult me, I would have advised you. So main clause is in main clause is in the third condition. That is unfulfilled condition. So if you had consulted me, so it should be in past perfect. He is visiting the library daily. Then again, regular action, which should be expressed in present simple. He visits the library daily. And these are also your textual exercises. So coming to the first one, A or Rahman. So fill in the blanks with the past simple or the present perfect of the verbs given in brackets. So A or Rahman composes music. Then, so you have to use past simple or present perfect. So A or Rahman composes music. Then he started learning the piano at the age of 4. Then he joined Ilayaraja's troupe as a keyboard player at the age of 11. Then he has composed music for many Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, and Telugu songs. And coming to the second sentence, he composed his first song for the film Roja. Since then, he has composed music for many songs in various languages. And coming to the third one, he accompanied the great tabla maestro Zakir Hussain on a few world tours and won a scholarship, because we are talking about the past completed actions, and won a scholarship at the Trinity College of Music at the Oxford University. And the next one, he started. So the fourth one, he started a small studio called Panchatan Record in 1989. Then he has won a place. That is the achievement. So he has won a place in the hearts of many lovers of music. Then ARR is popularly known as the man who has redefined contemporary Indian music. Then coming to the first unit, first module, my mother. One day my mother had made chapatis instead of rice. Then I sat at my place on the floor and ate with relish as she rolled out one fresh chapatis after another. Then coming to the seventh sentence, the sleepy girl from Aim for the Stars carried 2 bags with her. Then eighth one, Bharat Petroleum offered her a job when she was just 14. In 1998, then again sentence ending with a year. So in 1998, the family shifted to Hyderabad, all the past completed actions. In 2013, Saina lost many matches, then again reference to past action. So with reference to year. So once she achieved that once she achieved that aim, so she redoubled her efforts to play like a world-class champion. So these are your textual exercises and these are your answers. Thank you one and all. Sir completed the session. Okay, so coming to some of the sentences that we have seen earlier, like here we left some of the sentences. If I were a bird, then if clause is in, so past simple. If so, this is the unfulfilled condition. If I were a bird, I would fly. If you were a minister, then you can just identify and you can get to know how to fill in the blanks now. If you were a minister, you could serve the poor. Then if I'm invited, I will go. If I'm invited, if clause is in present simple, so main clause should be in future simple. If it rains, you may get wet. And if I had been invited, so had been invited, that is the past perfect. If clause is in past perfect tense, then I would have gone. If I had been invited, I would have gone. And if you had studied, so then again, if clause is in past perfect tense, so you would have passed. So these are the examples that have been given in your text, and practice well, practice thoroughly. And even for correction of sentences, these are all the sentences which help you a lot, and maximum, so 99% maximum. So they'll give you the textual sentences for correction of sentences and all, and make sure that you have to correct the error and you have to rewrite the sentence. So because each carries 1 mark. So wish you all the best. Thank you. Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, completed the session. Thank you.
Completed, madam.